Mutual just saved me $782.
Liberty did what?
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Maybe I should switch to Liberty Mutual.
Visit us online to... Hey, stop echoing.
Sorry.
Visit us online to get a quote, and you could save $782. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Based on a recent countrywide new customer survey, coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company, Equal Housing Insurer.
The Mitsubishi Motors Summer Season Pass sales event. That's 0% financing for 72 months and no payments for 90 days on select models. Take the all-new 2018 Eclipse Cross with its striking design and advanced technology. Start a road trip with up to 7 passengers in the 2018 Outlander. Or be adventure-capable and energy-efficient with the all-new 2018 Outlander PHEV. Hurry into your local Mitsubishi Motors dealer. Exciting offers end September 4th. Special financing and option of deferred payment available through Ally Financial, subject to approved credit and insurance. Price, terms, and vehicle availability may vary. May not combine with factory cash rebates. See your participating dealer for details. Offer valid from August 1st through September 4th, 2018.
Welcome, workers, to the gig economy.
So what is a gig worker anyway?
Jobs that are contract basis, independent contracting, freelance, and anything that's on a project sort of basis.
CareerCast Kyle Kensing says via Skype among the best jobs out there for independent workers are accountant, application software developer, and management analyst.
The specialization skill set that's required for these jobs, and it's the fact that you can use that skill set to basically pop in and out of organizations that need that sort of on a just one-time basis.
Bill Rakoff, CBS News.
If you're going to drink, what do you go for? A new Gallup poll finds 42% of people who drink alcohol still prefer a Homer Simpson special. Beer. 34% go for wine, 19% opt for liquor like whiskey. Beer the favorite across all age groups for all 26 years Gallup's been tracking. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
I believe that God created you, and He also created an abundance of organic fruits and vegetables to keep you healthy. Hi, I'm Dennis Black, naturopathic doctor and founder of Texas Superfood. Over 30 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and given just months to live. I started eating the way that God intended us all to eat, but finding organic fruits and vegetables every day is not only time-consuming, it's expensive. That's why I started Texas Superfood almost 20 years ago. And now, I've created a new formula that's the best USDA organic certified fruits and vegetables with enzymes and probiotics, and have also added powerful all-natural herbs for energy and focus, all in a convenient capsule or powder. I call it Texas Superfood Complete Organic. Go to TexasSuperfood.com or call me at 855-TEXAS-55. If you can't, won't, or don't eat all of your organic fruits and vegetables every day, Texas Superfood Complete Organic is made for you. Go to TexasSuperfood.com or call me at 855-TEXAS-55. That's 855-TEXAS-55.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
At the People's Bank in Glasgow, we believe that people still like the friendly atmosphere of a community bank. A bank where you're more than just a number. You get one-on-one personal service. A bank where your money's reinvested in the community. And decisions, well, they're all made locally. The People's Bank gives you everything you'd expect in a bank, including online and mobile banking. Get the banking you deserve. Located at 605C on the Happy Valley Road in Glasgow. The People's Bank, working for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You may already know about the EPB's Roundup program, where you can round your electric bill up to the nearest dollar, and that money goes to community relief to help those who are less fortunate pay their electric bill. You can now increase the charitable amount you add to your EPB bill to any amount you choose, $1, $2, $5, $10, or even more. Say your electric bill is $94.14 and you want to round it up by $5. Your bill would actually be $100. To make your change to your EPB bill, contact the Glasgow EPB.
Good morning, everybody. You're listening to Good Morning Live right here on WCLU. We are 7.5 minutes past the 6 o'clock hour, and it is time for our first check-in of live and local news here in the 6 o'clock hour. I'm Aaron Russell reporting. Before we have the opportunity to check in on the news, let's check in on the weather with our good old friends at the Weather Channel.
So we'll move through the morning hours with clouds mixing in with some sunshine. And as we get in through this afternoon, we'll see the numbers come up a little bit. Probably going to make it into the middle 80s, about 84 degrees. Just some isolated showers, thunderstorms, so rain certainly not widespread. Some clouds tonight, a comfortable 63. Tomorrow, clouds and sunshine. Once again, a stray shower, thunderstorm, and a tad warmer, 88. Come the 90s for Saturday. Some scattered storms are possible on Sunday, upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you there, Ray. Sounds like a good weather forecast coming up after today. Checking in on the weather radar. Live in studio radar screen. It is mostly clear here in south central Kentucky, up and down I-65. You don't see much going on, and see a couple splotches, one right over Lexington, and then one over in eastern Kentucky, maybe near Corbin. I can't tell. A little blurry for me. But nothing much going on over here where we are in south central Kentucky. Current conditions, we have 94% humidity. Winds are calm this morning. Barometer is at 30.06, and we've had 20.28 inches of precipitation in the past 24 hours. We had 1.4, but no, it was like, what was it? I think it was 0.14 or 0.16 yesterday morning, so I can see that because we did have a pretty good downfall for a few hours yesterday. So either way, that is all for our weather check-in. It is now time for the news check-in here on WCLU. And it's me this morning. So let's get right into the news. Our first story today. The Glasgow Fire Department was called to a structure fire at 741 East Main Street at 7:54 p.m. on Tuesday, July 31st. Upon arrival, fire units found a two-story home with flames showing from a second-story window. Firefighters were able to contain the fire damage to the room of origin, but the structure did sustain smoke damage throughout. The fire started with faulty electrical wiring and a plug and caused moderate damage to the second story of the home. Homeowners Bobby and Beth Compton were home at the time of the fire, but were able to exit the home on their own, and there were no injuries reported at the scene. Glasgow firefighters were on the scene for a little over 1.5 hours and were assisted by the Glasgow Police, Baird and Metcalf EMS Services, as well as the Glasgow Electric Plant Board. On July 31st at approximately 10:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Trooper Scott Curry conducted a routine traffic stop on a white 2004 Mitsubishi 1 mile east of Greensburg on US 68. Operator of the vehicle, Christina Graham, age 34 of Campbellsville, was under the influence and arrested for DUI. A passenger in the vehicle, Alexandro Reyes, age 30 of Greensburg, also appeared to be under the influence, and Trooper Curry located a small bag of marijuana as well as cash in Reyes' pocket. After searching the vehicle, Trooper Curry located more marijuana, methamphetamine, syringes, several small baggies, grinders, scales, and prescription pills. Trooper Curry arrested Mr. Reyes and charged him with trafficking of a controlled substance of the first degree, first offense, less than 2 grams of methamphetamine, possession of a controlled substance of the first degree, first offense, methamphetamine, possession of marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, public intoxication, disorderly conduct of the second degree, illegal possession of a legend drug, and prescription controlled substances not in the proper container of the first offense. Graham and Reyes were both lodged in the Taylor County Detention Center. And KSP Post 15 will be conducting safety traffic checkpoints in the Post 15 area, and that includes Washington, Marion, Taylor, Greene, Casey, Russell, Adair, Metcalf, Monroe, Clinton, and Cumberland counties. Troopers will be checking for impaired drivers, children that are not properly restrained in a child safety seat, and informing the public about the use of seat belts. These safety checkpoints will be conducted in various locations throughout the Post 15 area, and they're expecting a high ratio of vehicular crashes resulting in injury and or death compared to relatively low safety restraint usage ratio. And concerns about a global trade war bringing whiskey trade groups from all around the world to Kentucky. Representatives will meet in Louisville this Wednesday and Thursday to discuss how they can unify and preserve free and fair trade. Comments from Eric Gregory, president of Kentucky Distillers Association. Whiskey trade groups from around the world will converge on the birthplace of bourbon this week to discuss their concerns about a possible global trade war being stalked by the Trump administration. Tariffs have already been imposed on bourbon in some of the overseas market, and according to President of the Kentucky Distillers Association, Eric Gregory, they're affecting short-term sales. He warns there is real potential for long-term damage and says the whiskey industry needs to have a unified voice. Whiskey producers from Canada, Europe, and Japan, as well as other groups representing the Irish whiskey and Scotch whiskey, will meet with the Kentucky Distillers Association this Wednesday and Thursday, and Louisville Gregory says it's a first-of-a-kind event and the gathering of these organizations. Bourbon is an $8.5 billion industry for Kentucky, supporting more than 17,000 jobs, and Gregory is concerned about recent industry growth and how that will be stunted in trade war escalations. He says an estimated 95% of the world's supply of bourbon comes from Kentucky. And with that, we'll be right back with more live and local news right after this here on WCLU. It is 6:13.
Most of us make sure.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man. But there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Till age 70 and beyond, and 10% don't intend to retire at all. The 65 and older group is expected to become larger and have more influence in the future. Have you made arrangements for health care? Are you comfortable with your investment decisions? If you are unsure about your decisions, give the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger a call at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier W. Alliance LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
Back with more live and local news right here on WCLU. Our next story. 3 people at an Eastern Kentucky ambulance service have pleaded guilty to healthcare fraud for submitting false bills for Medicaid and Medicare reimbursements. News outlets cited court records in reporting that AeroMed ambulance owner Herschel J. Arrowwood, his wife Lisa Arrowwood, who handled billing, and manager Terry Harold entered guilty pleas on Tuesday in federal court in Lexington. An indictment says the group will be lied about patients' medical conditions so they could transport them to treatments and have Medicaid or Medicare pay for it. Medicaid and Medicare will pay for ambulance runs, but only if they are medically necessary. They are set to be sentenced in October and face up to 10 years in prison, and court records say the company and the Arrowwoods are also reliable for paying back nearly $250,000. And the University of Kentucky College of Medicine is welcoming its first class to its new Bowling Green campus. The school says in a statement that it will welcome the 31st-year medical students on August the 3rd with a white coat ceremony at Western Kentucky University's Van Meter Hall. UK partnered with the Medical Center in Bowling Green as well as WKU to expand its medical school to Warren County and surrounding communities in South Central Kentucky and Western Kentucky as well. The partnership aims to help alleviate the region's physician shortage and allow the Western's faculty access to medical research opportunities. Medical school students will attend classes in Bowling Green on the campus of the Medical Center. The medical degree will be conferred by UK, and a certain number of slots in the program will be available to WKU students. And ladies and gents, yesterday I had the opportunity to go over to the Cave City Convention Center and talk with the Commissioner of Agriculture, Dr. Ryan Quarles, about LAND. LAND stands for Linking Agriculture for Development and Networking Networking and Development Purposes. And LAND is all about trying to bring people from the agricultural fields with the manufacturing fields. Here are my comments that I recorded yesterday as soon as I got back from the LAND conference. Here it is. Hello everyone, this is Aaron Russell here reporting live from the WCLU studios, where I just got back from the Cave City Convention Center talking with the Kentucky Agriculture Commissioner, Dr. Ryan Quarles, and several other members of the community talking about LAND. And let me tell you about LAND. LAND is linking agriculture for development and networking purposes. On Wednesday, the Kentucky Agriculture Commissioner, along with the Department of Agriculture, as well as other key sponsors like Kentucky Proud and the Kentucky Association of Manufacturers, hosted this LAND meeting at the Cave City Convention Center. LAND is a series of meetings going on all over the Commonwealth, hosted by the Department of Agriculture, to help develop relationships and business between Kentucky's manufacturers as well as Kentucky agriculture. I had the opportunity to speak to Dr. Ryan Quarles, Agriculture Commissioner for the state of Kentucky, and see what types of meetings these are and what they're for and what their hopeful outcomes can be.
Today we're having one of many LAND conferences. We're literally linking agriculture with our manufacturing industry in Kentucky. Kentucky is known for many things, whether it be our fast racing horses or bourbon, or also our manufacturing expertise. And so the idea of the LAND conferences is to connect two signature industries in Kentucky, and maybe we can have some cross collaboration. For example, food manufacturing is one of the largest sectors in America. That means you're taking those agricultural products out of the field and turning it into a final product, whether it be peanut butter processing in Lexington, or the milling of wheat for McDonald's biscuits in Hopkinsville, or even making ethanol out of our corn. That's the sort of synergy we're trying to create right now, and we've been having a series of LAND meetings across the state, and they've all been very successful.
Consisting of networking periods, speakers from both the manufacturing and agricultural fields of the meeting, and both parties having dedicated panels that took up over an hour each, this meeting was as much informative for both parties as it was opportunistic. Quarles spoke on the success of past LAND meetings all across the Commonwealth.
And the meetings we've had here have turned into one-off meetings on the side. For instance, our industrial hemp team has now met multiple times with the Automotive Manufacturing Caucus, and that's a conversation we continue to have. Obviously, that's somewhat of a holy grail of an initiative. We were able to pull that off, but we've also had opportunities where some of our food manufacturers have been able to talk with folks in their home community they didn't even know about.
But even though there are multiple LAND conferences all over the state of Kentucky, each one has its own different type of look and feel. For the one here in Cave City that was held today, you could see faces and names that appeared locally, such as Kenny Mattingly, owner of Kenny's Farmhouse Cheeses here in Barron County, served on the Agriculture Board, while Shannon Johnson, assistant plant manager of Marzetti's over in Horse Cave, served on the Manufacturing Board. Quarles has even acknowledged how the events have to be a custom fit for the area that it is serving. Here's his comments on that.
Well, every forum is a little bit different. Kentucky's a very regional state, and as a former legislator, I realized that very quickly, that what might work in Louisville may not work in Eastern Kentucky. And so we're deliberately having these LAND conferences at a regional level, because here in South Central Kentucky, in the Bowling Green area, you have many different manufacturers that I may not even be aware of, because your economy has grown so quickly. And so we want to make sure that we literally link our farmers from that area with the manufacturers in that area as well.
For more information, you can go online, just search LAND, or you can type it all out, Linking Agriculture for Development and Networking Purposes. You can also go online to Kentucky Proud, as well as the Kentucky Association of Manufacturing, to find out more information. For WCLU Radio, I'm Aaron Russell reporting. And so that was that. In local 911 activity, we have a call coming in yesterday at 3:08 yesterday afternoon, 301 Long Hunters Trail. A accident reported with injury. The Glasgow Fire Department, Glasgow Police Department, and Barron and Metcalfe EMS services all responded to that call. We'll be right back here on WCLU Radio for more live and local news with the Kentucky News Network right after this break.
At U.S. Bank, just picture what you can do at a low home equity rate. Cook up a new kitchen, say I do.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. and I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because
as the police are acting like bullies. I'm Suzanne Duval.
A specialty chemicals company in Kentucky mainstay has announced it will move its corporate headquarters to Delaware. A statement released Tuesday from Ashland Inc. says the company will move its headquarters from Covington, Kentucky to Wilmington, Delaware within the next 17 months. Vice President Mike Pence is honoring the remains of American troops killed in the Korean War that have been returned from North Korea.
Some have called the Korean War the forgotten war. Today, we prove these heroes were never forgotten. Our boys are coming home.
In a speech Wednesday, Pence said more work lies ahead to make sure all American remains from the Korean War are returned. The remains of a Kentucky native were returned home. Private First Class Joe Stanton Elmore of Clinton County was 20 years old when he died in 1950 in North Korea. His remains are being returned to his family in Bowling Green. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Daddy, are we almost there? Sweetie, Daddy's trying to concentrate on the road. We'll be at Grandma's soon.
Dad, I really have to go to the bathroom. Can you pull over?
Well, we'd get there a lot sooner if the semi would just get over. Hang on, everybody. Protect yourself and your drivers by learning how to share the road with big trucks. The Ticketing Aggressive Cars and Trucks campaign is being enforced statewide, so pay attention. Don't be distracted. Brought to you by the Kentucky State Police Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Branch.
It's the summer travel season. To raise awareness of traffic laws and to encourage safe driving habits, state and local law enforcement are out in force during the Blue Lights Across the Bluegrass campaign. The goal is not to write tickets, but to save lives. Don't speed, don't drive impaired or distracted, and always wear your seatbelt. Obey the laws, or you will be cited. No exceptions, no excuses. Paid with federal funds through the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
In funeral announcements this hour, Philip Keith Bird, age 59, of Glasgow, died Tuesday at his residence, surrounded by his family at his side. Philip was retired from R.R. Donnelly & Sons, a member of the Big Meadow Baptist Church, where he served as a trustee. Philip also served in the Kentucky National Guard and also served on the board of directors of the East Barron Volunteer Fire Department. He enjoyed farming and his tractors until the very end of a lengthy battle with cancer. He is survived by his wife, Martha Thomason Bird, a daughter, Alicia Wyatt, and husband, Jason. One grandson, Jared Keith Wyatt. A very special friend that he cherished so much, his dog, Boo. Funeral services for Philip Keith Bird will be at 1 o'clock Saturday at the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, with burial to be in the Neals Chapel Cemetery. Visitation from 4 until 8 Friday at the funeral home. Edwin Allen Beals, age 83, of Glasgow, died Tuesday at his home. Allen was a member of the South Green Street Church of Christ, where he had served as a deacon and a Sunday school teacher. He was a farmer. He worked for various farm implement companies and eventually retired from the Everett Express. One of his favorite pastimes was his woodworking shop, where he replaced tool handles for If It's Broke, I Can Handle It. He is survived by his wife, Ernestine McLeod Beals, 3 sons, Alan Lynn Beals and wife Charlotte, Timothy Neal Beals and wife Kelly, and Jeffrey Carroll Beals, all of Glasgow. 6 grandchildren, Mary Caitlin Long of Chicago, Matthew Alexander Beals of Bowling Green, Catherine Lynn Beals of Glasgow, Alan Campbell Beals of West Monroe, Louisiana, and Jeffrey Chance Beals of Glasgow, and Hallie Francis Beals of Glasgow. A sister, Georgia Beth Beals Albany of Glasgow, and 2 nieces, Billy Albany Scroggins and Danny Albany Lott. Memorial services for Edwin Allen Beals will be Friday at 2 at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial to be in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation will be Friday from 10 until time for service at the funeral home. The family requests memorial contributions to the American Cancer Society or to the South Green Street Church of Christ in Glasgow. Jimmy Lee Malden, age 48, of Horse Cave, died Tuesday at his home. He was a farmer and a buffer for several manufacturing companies. He is survived by his wife, Sylvia Pennington Malden, his mother, Alice Faye Sturgeon Malden, 3 daughters, Wendy Self and husband Donnie, Ashley Combs and husband Josh, and Amy Baltazar and husband Kevin, all of Horse Cave, 1 son, LeBeau Trowbridge and wife Tawana of Cave City. Special nephew James Malden and wife Shannon of Glasgow, and 2 amazing friends and sidekicks, Dylan and Byron Logston. 2 sisters, Vicky Malden and Leona Tummins, both of Glasgow. 1 brother, Douglas Ringo Wilson of Cave City. 11 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren. Service for Jimmy Lee Malden will be at 1 o'clock Friday at the Wynn Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Little Flock Cemetery at Cub Run. Visitation at the Wynn Funeral Home today from noon until 8, and on Friday from 9 until time for service. Funeral services for Frances Joyce Sizemore, age 69, of Indianapolis, will be at 1 o'clock Saturday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial is to be at the Cedar Grove Cemetery. Visitation begins Friday at noon at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Don't miss one of gospel music's favorite families reuniting to perform many of their #1 songs, the Spencer Family.
I'll never die. No, no, not I'll never die.
J.B. Barbara Wade and Kevin Spencer joining together for a special concert along with the Sneed family on Friday, August 10th at 7 o'clock. Tickets available at www.cavecityconventioncenter.com or call 270-773-3131. That's the Spencer Family Reunion and the Sneed family at the Cave City Convention Center Friday, August 10th at 7 o'clock.
Barron County Business Supply. For all your home office, business, and school supply needs. They've just received another truckload of high-quality scratch and dent furniture at incredible savings. Chairs, desks, cabinets, more savings and more selection from Barron County Business Supply. Free next-day delivery to anywhere in South Central Kentucky. There's several ways to place your order. Visit their website online at bcbsupply.com. Call toll-free at 1-866-9-BARRON. Barron County Business Supply, the area's #1 supplier of office products.
We're at 6:32 in the morning right here on WCLU Good Morning Live. Thank you for tuning in with us here on Good Morning Live. We are online, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter on the air, Light 102.3, as well as 1490 AM. And, of course, can never forget about our TV audience on EPB Channel 6. Good morning, everybody. And we are at 68 degrees right now. We've dropped a degree since I first got here. It was 69, so getting a little cooler, it seems like. May have a little bit of rain in the forecast and all that. But either way, we're going to keep things rolling. We're going to take it to a positive note. Don't forget about the rain in the forecast. Let's not talk about that right now. Let's talk about birthdays. Birthdays are coming up here in just a little bit, 90 seconds to be exact, right here on WCLU. Stay tuned.
Hey everybody, this is Earn Dog. I want to remind you all about the easiest way to remember where to find your next home or business. Just go to GlasgowKYHomes.com. That's where you'll find a complete listing of property available from Glasgow's Realty and Auction. Randy Gibbons, principal broker, is a personal friend, and I can assure you that he and Tara Vincent will treat you right. Located on the square in Glasgow, that's Glasgow Realty and Auction. Call 651-SOLD, and remember, GlasgowKYHomes.com.
Shut that window! We can't afford to heat the whole neighborhood. You ever said that to someone in your house? Smith Siding in Glasgow would love to show you how much heat the neighborhood gets even with your old leaky and efficient windows shut. And how much better their vinyl replacement windows insulate against outside cold air. Plus, they're easy to clean and bring new life to the appearance of your home. Randall and Shane Smith would love to talk to you about windows. In business for 44 years, we get it right. 651-1009. Nothing can take down a home like a debilitated, leaky roof. How can you find a roofing contractor who can analyze the problems and then come up with a quote that may be less expensive than you think? Smith Siding has a great reputation in Southern Kentucky. In fact, insurance companies depend on Smith Siding as a reliable contractor. You can too. Have Shane and Randall Smith look at your situation and start the process. In business for 44 years, we get it right. Smith Siding. 109 Ensminger Drive, behind Dairy Queen.
All right, birthdays are coming up right after we have to hear from the people that help make them possible and help make birthdays fun, and that is the Center of Fun. It's Ralphie's Fun Center. They are getting your Ralphie on over there. And you might, school's starting back here before we know it, especially if you go to Barron County. That's next Wednesday. I'm just as sad as you are if any other Barron County students are listening. But Glasgow's got a little bit to go. Metcalfe County doesn't go back till like October or something, but I'm just messing. I'm hoping Benny Law's listening to that. Either way. So you still have a little bit of time to go have yourself some fun at Ralphie's Fun Center before school goes back, because they're keeping it fun out there. Let's hear about it before we check in on our birthday list.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Getting your Ralphie on. We're getting our birthdays on right here on WCLU right now. Wait, right now. There we go. Birthdays and anniversaries for this Thursday, August the 2nd for WCLU. We have Sharon McClellan turning 51 today. Joe Turner celebrating a birthday. Gary Wilson. Actually, no, sorry. Correct that Gary's not today, but anyway, Kim Boer, we have Derek Williams, we have a set of twins up on the birthday list, Avon and Austin Smith, both turning 8 today. Freddie Kirkpatrick is 79, Tanya Ballard McClellan is 34 today, Ricky Wooten is celebrating, and that's all on our birthday list currently. Remember, online, WCLUradio.com. You can click on the Submit Here tab and submit birthdays or anniversaries. And you can also call 270-651-9149. Over on the anniversaries, we only have one so far. Our only anniversary at this moment is Mike and Glenda Cox. So, Mike and Glenda, you are celebrating anniversary best wish and congratulations to you. And best wish and congratulations to all of those celebrating birthdays here on this Thursday, August the 2nd. Once again, if you have more that we didn't read off right now, 270-651-9149. I've got the wonderful Miss Nellie in the studio this morning to help me answer the phone, and we should be taking care of that. So we can get your calls in, get your birthdays and anniversaries on the air. You can also do them online, WCLUradio.com. Click on the Submit Here tab. We'll get them on the air, on the web, and everywhere in between. We'll be right back after this here in a couple minutes right here on WCLU.
Beach Bend Park.
Fun for the whole family.
Riding, sliding, and splashing is more fun at Beach Bend Park with friends and family. Get your buy one, get one free admission coupon good Mondays through Thursdays at beachbend.com. You can double your fun with 2 parks in 1. Plus, double your savings with BOGO admission. Enjoy classic amusement rides, water park, daily shows, mini golf, petting farm, and much more. Hop on the awesome Kentucky Rumbler with over a half a mile of amazing drops and twists. Jump into 1,000,000 gallons of adventure and fun-drenched attractions at Splash Lagoon, featuring a wave pool, lazy river, and thrilling water slides. The parking, tubes, and sunscreen are always free. Visit beachbend.com for your BOGO coupon. This is your summer, your time. This is your beach.
Beach Bend Park. Fun for the whole family. Beach Bend Park.
This is Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ. I invite you, live today in light of this. If then you've been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things that are above, not on things that are on earth. For you have died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. And when Christ, who is your life, appears, then you also will appear with him in glory. Put to death, therefore, what is earthly in you: sexual immorality, impurity, passion, evil desire, and covetousness, which is idolatry. On account of these, the wrath of God is coming. This is the word of God, Colossians 3, verses 1 through 6. Please consider these things and meditate upon them, even now.
Welcome back here on Good Morning Live. 40 minutes into the 6 o'clock hour, sitting at 68 degrees currently at WCLU. Thank you for tuning in. This is Aaron here, and I am running things this morning. Well, attempting to run things is a better word, but got some good friends doing some great things, helping out, and I'd like to tell everyone that we will have the archives today, not just because I'm alone. We won't have archives. We'll have the archives with Henry Royce and our good friend Sam Terry calling in, giving all his historical knowledge. That's the thing. Sam just knows everything, so he can add just little tidbits that everybody wants to know. It's like archive doubled almost, but either way. I forgot to tell you guys about somebody special, and that is, let me get the graphic up, Gary Wilson. It's his day on the radio, and his submission reads as follows. Gary will be celebrating a milestone birthday on August the 5th. He has enjoyed several hobbies throughout the years, but his favorite one is being pa to his very special little grands, Aubrey and Riker, who want to wish him a very happy birthday and think he is as good as gold every day. And we certainly think so. So, Gary, you are as good as gold today here on this Wednesday, August the 2nd. So congratulations to you, my friend. You are our person of the day. You're the 4th name in the hat for this week, so you got a 20% chance of winning some little taste of Texas dinner. So congratulations to Gary there, and he's celebrating the big 60th birthday on Sunday. So congratulations to him. Thank you all for submitting your birthdays, anniversaries, everything in between, especially your good as gold nominees. You can do that all online, WCLUradio.com. Click on the Submit Here tab. So we will have the archives coming up just in a minute right here on WCLU. And before that, we're going to check in and see about the community calendar. And so let's hear about it from Jason Thomas.
The church and community calendar for Thursday, August 2nd. Avenue Church 315, Columbia Avenue. Glasgow will be having a back-to-school children's clothing giveaway for ages 3 through high school on Saturday from 9 until 12. Signs will be posted. Horse Cave Baptist Church will be celebrating 150 years in August. In honor of this celebration, they will be having guest speakers and worship leaders through August 12th. Josh Hauk will preach this Sunday, with Tony Cunha leading the worship, and August 12th will be the 150th anniversary and homecoming with Tommy Tucker preaching and Gerald Murphy leading the worship. For more information, call 786-2970 or go to the website horsecavebc.org. Grider Memorial Baptist Church will be having a homecoming this Sunday. Sunday school will begin at 9:45, the church service at 11, followed by a potluck meal. The Pettigoats will be singing after the meal. Everyone is invited to attend. The Snead family will be singing this Sunday at the Caneyville Church of God of Prophecy, located at 2857 Bowling Green Road in Caneyville at 1 o'clock. Caverna High School Open House will be on Monday from 4 until 6. You can pick up your schedules, meet teachers and staff, and pick out your locker. Highland Elementary Back to School Bash will be held on Tuesday, August 7th from 5 until 7 at the school. Meet your teachers and have free food and fun activities. You may come by the school before the bash to fill out enrollment forms and transportation forms, or you can find them on the website glasgow.kyschools.us. Museum of the Barons will be having a volunteer meeting on Tuesday, August 7th from 2 until 4 at the South Central Kentucky Cultural Center. Bring your ideas and skills to help with Harvest of History, the Spanish flu of 1918 to 1919, and Veterans Day, and also about area events that need improving. South Green Elementary Back to School Bash will be held on Thursday, August 9th from 4 until 6 at the school. Do you have a church or community event coming up? We would like to know at 270-651-9149 or 1-800-956-1023. Log on to the website WCLUradio.com. With today's church and community calendar, I'm Jason Thomas on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you there, Jason, and it is time for the archives right here on WCLU. Of course, we have to talk about the people that make the archives possible, and that's Joseph A. Wade. And let me see if I can get this right, because history is made by the hard work that stands the test of time. I think I got that. No one's here to validate that for me. Maybe Nellie, but either way. So we have Joseph A. Wade here to talk about that. We'll be right back, and of course, when we come back, it'll be Henry and Sam with the archives here on this August the 2nd.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto, no problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
Street Church of Christ in Glasgow. Jimmy Lee Malden, age 48, of Horse Cave, died Tuesday at his home. He was a farmer and a buffer for several manufacturing companies. He is survived by his wife, Sylvia Pennington Malden, his mother, Alice Faye Sturgeon Malden, 3 daughters, Wendy.
Let me ask you something. What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle, a combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more, because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just 4 walls and 4 wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve? Call State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow at 270-651-3608.
The score from the Kentucky News Network. I'm Scott Fitzgerald. Coming off a series win over the Philadelphia Phillies, the Reds, well, they head north. They're in Motown taking on Detroit for a brief 2-game interleague series. They played the first of 2 last night, and it was a flawless performance for Homer Bailey until...
Going back, Dixon, Hamilton, and that ball is gone, a home run! Nico Goodrum carried the big wall in the deepest part of right center. Number 10, and the Tigers take a 1-0 lead in the fourth.
They'd go on to tag one more, and they beat the Reds 2-1. Red skipper Jim Riggleman says they squandered a solid outing by Bailey.
Well, it was a tough loss. Homer really threw the ball good. I mean, that's 2 in a row where he's just been outstanding, and it's a shame we just didn't have a good offensive night.
The two close out their series today. Sal Romano takes the mound for the Redlegs. Meanwhile, in St. Louis, Jack Flaherty was outdueled by John Gray as the Cardinals fall 6-3 to the Rockies. Afterwards, Flaherty says the grace period is over for him and the other younger players.
It's time for us to stop playing like rookies and really take on ownership of what's going on, not just, expect to go out and be okay, but to go out and actually go out and dominate and go out and do what we know how to do and what's really gotten us to this point.
Both will play the third of the 4-game series tonight at Busch Stadium. Luke Weaver takes the mound for St. Louis. The Cards are 4.5 games out of the second National League wildcard spot. A follow-up to a story we told you about yesterday concerning the round ball women's college basketball. University of Kentucky women's freshman guard Ryan Howard. Well, she started her time with the 2018 USA Under-18 national team in style yesterday, scoring a team-best 14 points in USA's 72-42 win over Canada in a friendly scrimmage. Both teams are preparing for the first game of the FIBA America's Under-18 Championship. That begins tonight in Mexico City. Team USA opening against Argentina. The squad coached by University of Louisville head women's basketball coach Jeff Walls. I'm Scott Fitzgerald.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
It's the Kentucky State Fair presented by Rallies, August 16th through 26th. From big music acts to amazing rides, we've got great summer vibes. Get a half-price State Fair parking code and limited edition souvenir cup at any Rallies through August 15th. Visit kystatefair.org. It's the Kentucky State Fair presented by Rallies, August 16th through the 26th. From big music acts on the Texas Roadhouse Concert Series stage to rides, food, and the World's Championship Horse Show, we've got great summer vibes for all ages. For tickets, visit kystatefair.org.
Honey, I feel like we're so busy. We're missing the kids growing up.
I've got the cure. Riverside RV Park and Resort.
It's time to slow down and spend time with a family at Riverside RV Park and Resort. Campsites for RVs and cabins, too. Make some memories hiking or swimming or visiting all the local attractions like Dollywood. Free Wi-Fi and cable TV. Riverside has 40-plus years in helping families reconnect. Make your reservations now. Call or go online at riversidecamp.com. Riverside RV Park and Resort. On the peaceful side of the Smokies.
We are at 6:49 here on WCLU 68 degrees. Due to some technical difficulties, we sadly will not have the Archives Day. I'm so sorry. I built that up for a big letdown, but I wish you would bear with me here. So we're trying to keep you guys entertained. We'll check up on the weather forecast real quick here on WCLU.
So we'll move through the morning hours with clouds mixing in with some sunshine. And as we get in through this afternoon, we'll see the numbers come up a little bit. Probably going to make it into the middle 80s, about 84 degrees. Just some isolated showers, thunderstorms, so rain certainly not widespread. Some clouds tonight, a comfortable 63. Tomorrow, clouds and sunshine. Once again, a stray shower, thunderstorm, and a tad warmer, 88. Come the 90s for Saturday. Some scattered storms are possible on Sunday, upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you there, Ray. So that was the forecast. Let's check up on the live in studio weather screen, radar screen rather. Not much going on up and down I-65, I-75, not much. That green spot that was right over top of Lexington has moved along. So we have just about nothing going on in the state of Kentucky currently. There's some right on the eastern border, but it's going to go attack West Virginia and Virginia and stuff like that here in just a minute, looks like. So not much heading that way, and then Tennessee's pretty clear all the way in the Nashville, Murfreesboro area, so pretty clear so far, so hopefully it'll stay that way throughout the rest of our Thursday and throughout the rest of the weekend, because we don't have much going on for Friday as well as Saturday. We have a 30% chance on Sunday, though. Current conditions, 94% humidity, calm winds currently. Barometer's at 30.06, and over the past 24 hours, we've had 0.28 inches of rain. So it was pretty heavy. But besides that, not much going on in the way of the weather. Had some rain the past few days, but we should be clear from here on out. We are sitting at 6:51 currently, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on WCLU Good Morning Live.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson providing
mytimesaversky.com.
We're sitting at 6:53 and a half right here on WCLU. Good morning live. Still sorry about not being able to bring you the archives this morning. Had some difficulties there, but we're trying to move on, trying to find a way to get to 7 o'clock right now. We're 7 minutes away, 6 minutes now. But I have a cool event going on with the Glasgow Kiwanis Club that I would like to tell you guys about. Well, actually, not Kiwanis Club of Glasgow, rather Kiwanis Club of Caverna. And they're having Charter Night on Tuesday, August the 21st out at Caverna High School. On Horse Cave, they will be having their 5:30 p.m. ribbon cutting, and 6 o'clock will be a dinner and silent auction. They are joining us on They say, join us as we embark on a journey to serve the youth of Cave City and the Horse Cave communities. For ticket information, you can email Chris Summers at wchrissummers, all one word there, at gmail.com. And so this is their Charter Night celebration out at the Kiwanis Club of Caverna. That will be at the Caverna High School. Just, you guys know where that is. So 5:30 p.m. ribbon cutting, 6 o'clock dinner and silent auction. Congratulations to them, and so best wishes for their event as well. They should have some fun times out there. But currently we are at 6:55 right here on WCLU, and we'll take a quick break. When we come back, not sure.
South Central Bank is a locally owned bank that cares about you and our community, too.
My name's Roger Mercer. My wife and I, Terry, own Southern Kentucky Collision here in Glasgow. It's a collision repair center. We've been dealing with South Central Bank for probably 23, 24 years. They've always been good to us, our hometown bank. South Central Bank has been a really big part of our business as far as the growth. They've been there for us when we needed to borrow money to grow, and we appreciate that very much from South Central Bank.
South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. Member FDIC.
If you're thinking about remodeling your home, keep in mind that windows play a big part, so it's important to get the right ones. Anderson not only offers finely crafted windows and patio doors in thousands of sizes and styles, they also give you natural wood interiors, low-maintenance exteriors, and long-lasting, energy-saving performance. See the full line of Anderson windows at Glasgow Building Supply on the 31E Bypass in Glasgow. Anderson Windows. Long live the home.
4 minutes until 7 o'clock right here on WCLU. We are steamrolling our way into the 7 o'clock hour. Remember, we, of course, will have our 7 o'clock morning edition right here on WCLU. And before that, we will have trivia right here on WCLU. So remember to stay tuned for that. And when we come back after this break, I'm going to tell you all about our new trivia sponsor right here on WCLU. So we'll talk all about that here in just a second. Stay tuned.
Do you use a debit card? Do you get paid by direct deposit or have a monthly bill set up for auto payment? Do you like the convenience of online banking and the efficiency of e-statements? If so, Citizens First Platinum Plus checking account is for you. Stop by Citizens First today to open your Platinum Plus account and start earning real interest on your money.
Qualifications must be met each statement cycle to earn premium interest rates. Required minimum opening deposit of $100. Interest earned, compounded, and paid monthly. Interest rate is subject to change. Must be a Kentucky or Tennessee resident. One account per Social Security number. Member FDIC.
Saturdays on the Glasgow Square looks a lot like something out of a painted work of art, but it's real and it's Kentucky proud. The Bounty of the Barrens Farmers Market and its award-winning collection of local growers, artists, vendors, and live local music is why folks enjoy a Saturday stroll downtown. Please remember that the market offers a double dollars program for WIC and senior farmers market vouchers, as well as SNAP while funds are available. Come check out the Bounty of the Barrens Farmers Market. Saturdays on the Square from 8 to noon, a Kentucky proud event.
We are at 6:57 right here on WCLU. Still at 68 degrees. Not much has changed in the way of the temperature. And besides the drop down in degrees, so maybe a little bit of the pressure there. And might be a sign that we might have a little precipitation today. We are at a 30% chance of that. So be alert of that if you're going to be working outdoors that you might get rained on. But either way, let me tell you guys about our new trivia sponsor, and it is Dego's. Dego's Place and Garcia's. The owners are the same there, if you didn't know that. I think most people did, though. But and I'm going to tell you guys about both those places. Of course, everybody knows about Garcia's, one of the best Mexican restaurants in town, even though we have such a wide variety, and they're all great in their own different ways. Here in Glasgow, Garcia's is wonderful as well, and many people love that place. I sure do. And so you have Garcia's, and then you have Dego's Place, or Dago's Place. I should probably pronounce it right if we're going to have them as our trivia sponsor. But our that is their new business, and it is over in the shopping center over next to the TJ Pavilion. And it is more like, let me think here. If you've ever been to a Qdoba, a Moe's, or a Chipotle or something like that, it's very much like that, except it's more authentic and it's got a more local feel, and you love being there. And so you got Dago's Place, and so you can go in there and you get a quesadilla, burrito, whatever. They have wide selection. You choose your meats, you choose your cheeses, you choose your sauces, you choose everything that you might need for your lunch, and it's more of a casual place, and so it's a real cool place to be. And so our new trivia sponsor, and so what that means is that whenever you call in, and if you have the correct answer to trivia, you get $5 to go into either one of those places. $5 to either one, and that's a pretty good deal. So you can definitely take a hit off of your lunch bill with a $5 card there to Dago's Place or to Garcia. So be sure to be listening here on WCLU. Here in just a minute, we'll have trivia right here on WCLU. We'll take another quick break. When we come back, trivia.
Why do you choose the pharmacy you use?
TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local healthcare provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man. But there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
here on WCLU. So be sure, when I say 7 o'clock morning edition, I mean of live and local news there. So you better be listening then. Get your catch up on local news. But right now, let's hear about our new trivia sponsor. Talked about it just a little bit. Now here is the official commercial for them.
For an intimate setting with family and friends, everyone knows the place to go in Glasgow is Garcia's Grill. But did you know about Digo's Place? It's next to the TJ Health Pavilion in the former Plum Yum location, also owned by Armando and family at Garcia's Grill. When you're talking Mexican food, it's all about the ingredients, and Armando uses only the best ingredients at both Garcia's and Digo's Place. The difference is, Digo's Place is a little more casual, and you also get to pick your sauces, cheeses, herbs, and spices. So if you've never tried Digo's Place, you'll love the authentic Mexican flavors made with the finest ingredients. That's Digo's Place, owned and operated by the same folks at Garcia's Grill.
All right, well, wrong place. There we go. Wrong camera. But either way, it is time for trivia right here on WCLU, and that means you need to call 270-651-9149 when you see or hear this question. We'll give it up. Here it is. Today is August the 2nd, and what famous horror movie director was born on this day? He was born on this day. There we go. I already gave you a hint. It's a he. So give me a call. Trivia.
Craven.
Who?
Wes Craven.
Wes Craven. There you go. Who am I talking to?
Daniel Rowan.
Daniel Irwin? What's going on, Daniel?
Not much. I just wake up, drink my coffee, and I think I accidentally hit the speakerphone when I was trying to talk. I got the speaker.
Gotcha. There you go. Because I heard Craven, I was like, go ahead and say your full name.
Let me take you off speaker there.
All right.
There you go.
So, Daniel, you have got yourself $5 to Garcia's or Dago's Place. Either one. You can take it to either place. And you have one trivia today.
All right. Appreciate it.
So congratulations, man. You are our first winner with the new trivia sponsor, Garcia's or Dago's Place. So tell us how you like it and tell us how it is. So not Long John's, but of course, got another great sponsor lined up and another great opportunity for you. Get to eat good.
Everybody loves
Garcia's.
Mexican, don't they?
Exactly. Everybody loves Garcia's out there. All right. Thanks, Daniel. You got your quota in. We'll see you next month.
See you,
See you, man. That was Daniel Irwin. Go ahead and getting his quota in already for the month of August. We'll see him in September here on Morning Trivia. But he is our first winner of Garcia's and Dago's Place's Morning Trivia right here on WCLU. It's time for the live and local 7 o'clock morning edition. Let's start it off. CBS News.
CBS News Update. Police in Texas have identified a suspect in the murder of a prominent heart surgeon last month, but they don't know where he is. Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo says a manhunt is underway for 62-year-old Joseph Pappas.
He's dangerous, he's armed, he's capable, and if you spot him, call 911. If you've seen him at any time in the last couple of days, please call 911 right away.
Police believe Pappas shot and killed Dr. Mark Houseknecht while he was riding his bicycle home from work. Chief Acevedo says they believe Pappas was out for revenge.
The suspect's mother was a patient of the doctor and died during surgery over 20 years ago. So it appears that this may be a 20-year-old grudge that this man held.
Police say they got a tip that led them to Pappas, then found evidence tying him to the murder when they searched his home yesterday. Dr. Houseknecht had also treated former President George H.W. Bush. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
This is WCLU Glasgow, WCLU-FM Munfordville, W253BN Glasgow. Services of Royce Radio Incorporated.
Do you use a debit card? Do you get paid by direct deposit or have a monthly bill set up for auto payment? Do you like the convenience of online banking and the efficiency of e-statements? If so, Citizens First Platinum Plus checking account is for you. Stop by Citizens First today to open your Platinum Plus account and start earning real interest on your money.
Qualifications must be met each statement cycle to earn premium interest rates. Required minimum opening deposit of $100. Interest earned, compounded, and paid monthly. Interest rate is subject to change. Must be a Kentucky or Tennessee resident. One account per Social Security number. Member FDIC.
I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. As recent history tells us, disasters can happen. It's impossible to prepare for everything, but it is possible to prepare for what happens next. And that's where we come in. At ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance Agency, we can provide you with many options as an independent agency. And it's our job to make sure you know about all the what-ifs so that your policy has you prepared for what happens next. So just ask us. We'd be honored that you did. Just give us a call at 651-8837. We're ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance Agency, growing with a proud community since 1902.
Welcome everyone to the latest edition of Live and Local News here on WCLU for this Thursday, August the 2nd. We are 6 minutes into the 7 o'clock hour. Let's get right into our top stories. The Glasgow Fire Department was called to a structure fire at 741 East Main Street at 7:54 p.m. on Tuesday, July 31st. Upon arrival, fire units found a two-story home with flames showing from a second-story window. Firefighters were able to contain the fire damage to the room of origin, but the structure did sustain smoke damage throughout the home. The fire started with faulty electrical wiring and a plug and caused moderate damage to the second story of the home. Homeowners Bobby and Beth Compton were home at the time of the fire, but were able to exit the home on their own, and there were no injuries reported at the scene. Glasgow firefighters were on the scene a little over 1.5 hours and were assisted by the Glasgow Police as well as Barron and Metcalf EMS Services and the Glasgow Electric Plant Board. On July 31st at approximately 10:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Trooper Scott Curry conducted a routine traffic stop on a white 2004 Mitsubishi at 1 mile east of Greensburg on US 68. The operator of the vehicle, Christina Graham, age 34 of Campbellsville, was under the influence and arrested for DUI. Passenger in the vehicle, Alexandra Reyes, age 30 of Greensburg, also appeared to be under the influence. Trooper Curry located a small bag of marijuana and cash in Reyes' pocket. After searching the vehicle, Trooper Curry located more marijuana, methamphetamine, syringes, several small baggies, grinders, scales, and prescription pills. Trooper Curry arrested Mr. Reyes and charged him with trafficking of a controlled substance of the first degree, first offense, less than 2 grams of methamphetamine, possession of a controlled substance of the first degree, first offense, methamphetamine, possession of marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, public intoxication, disorderly conduct of the second degree, illegal possession of a legend drug, and prescription controlled substances not in their proper container, the first offense. Graham and Reyes were both lodged in the Taylor County Detention Center. Kentucky State Police Post 15 will be conducting safety traffic checkpoints in the Post 15 area, which includes Washington, Marion, Taylor, Greene, Casey, Russell, Adair, Metcalf, Monroe, Clinton, and Cumberland counties. Troopers will be checking for impaired drivers, children that are not properly restrained in child safety belts and seats, and informing the public about use of seat belts. These safety checkpoints will be conducted in various locations throughout the Post 15 area that are experiencing a high ratio of vehicular crashes that are resulting in injury and or death compared to relatively low safety restraint usage ratio. We'll be right back with more live and local news right after this here on WCLU. It is 9 minutes into 7 o'clock.
I've always been a talker.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lesenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Perry.
Back here with more live and local news here on WCLU. It is 7:11. Our next story, 3 people at Eastern Kentucky, at an Eastern Kentucky ambulance service have pleaded guilty to healthcare fraud for submitting false bills for Medicaid and Medicare reimbursements. News outlets cited the court records in reporting that AeroMed ambulance owner Herschel J. Arrowwood and his wife Lisa Arrowwood, who handled billing, and manager Terry Harold entered guilty pleas Tuesday in federal court in Lexington. An indictment says the group would lie about patients' medical conditions so they could transport them to treatments and have Medicaid and Medicare pay for it. Medicaid and Medicare will pay for ambulance runs, but only if they are medically necessary. And so they are set to be sentenced in October and will face up to 10 years in prison. Court records say that the company and the Arrowwoods are also reliable for repaying nearly $250,000. The University of Kentucky College of Medicine is welcoming its first class to its new Bowling Green campus. The school says in a statement that it will welcome 30 first-year medical students on August the 3rd with a white coat ceremony at Western Kentucky University's Van Meter Hall. UK partnered with the Medical Center and WKU to expand its medical school to Warren County and surrounding communities in South Central and Western Kentucky. The partnership aims to help alleviate the region's physician shortage and allow Western's faculty access to medical research opportunities. Medical school students will attend classes at Bowling Green on the campus of the Medical Center, and the medical degree will be conferred by UK, and a certain number of slots in the program will be available to WKU students. And so, ladies and gents, yesterday I had the opportunity to go over to the Cave City Convention Center and talk with several people, including the Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture, Dr. Ryan Quarles. And we all talked about the LAND conference that went on yesterday at the Convention Center. LAND standing for Linking Agriculture for Networking and Development Purposes. Here is my comments I recorded yesterday and some of the footage from that meeting. Here it is. Hello everyone, this is Aaron Russell here reporting live from the WCLU studios where I just got back from the Cave City Convention Center talking with the Kentucky Agriculture Commissioner, Dr. Ryan Quarles, and several other members of the community talking about LAND. And let me tell you about LAND. LAND is Linking Agriculture for Development and Networking Purposes. On Wednesday, the Kentucky Agriculture Commissioner, along with the Department of Agriculture, as well as other key sponsors like Kentucky Proud and the Kentucky Association of Manufacturers, hosted this LAND meeting at the Cave City Convention Center. LAND is a series of meetings going on all over the Commonwealth, hosted by the Department of Agriculture to help develop relationships and business between Kentucky's manufacturers as well as Kentucky agriculture. I had the opportunity to speak to Dr. Ryan Quarles, Agriculture Commissioner for the state of Kentucky, and see what types of meetings these are and what they're for and what their hopeful outcomes can be.
Today we're having one of many LAND conferences where we're literally linking agriculture with our manufacturing industry in Kentucky. Kentucky is known for many things, whether it be our fast racing horses or bourbon, or also our manufacturing expertise. And so the idea of the LAND conferences is to connect two signature industries in Kentucky, and maybe we could have some cross collaboration. For example, food manufacturing is one of the largest sectors in America. That means you're taking those agricultural products out of the field and turning it into a final product, whether it be peanut butter processing in Lexington, or the milling of wheat for McDonald's biscuits in Hopkinsville, or even making ethanol out of our corn. That's the sort of synergy we're trying to create right now, and we've been having a series of LAND meetings across the state, and they've all been very successful.
Consisting of networking periods, speakers from both the manufacturing and agricultural fields of the meeting, and both parties having dedicated panels that took up over an hour each, this meeting was as much informative for both parties as it was opportunistic. Quarles spoke on the success of past LAND meetings all across the Commonwealth.
And the meetings we've had here have turned into one-off meetings on the side. For instance, our industrial hemp team has now met multiple times with the Automotive Manufacturing Caucus, and that's a conversation we continue to have. Obviously, that's somewhat of a holy grail of an initiative. We were able to pull that off, but we've also had opportunities where some of our food manufacturers have been able to talk with folks in their home community they didn't even know about.
But even though there are multiple land conferences all over the state of Kentucky, each one has its own different type of look and feel. For the one here in Cave City that was held today, you could see faces and names that appeared locally, such as Kenny Mattingly, owner of Kenny's Farmhouse Cheeses here in Barron County, served on the Agriculture Board, while Shannon Johnson, assistant plant manager of Marzetti's over in Horse Cave, served on the Manufacturing Board. Quarles has even acknowledged how the events have to be a custom fit for the area that it is serving. Here's his comments on that.
Well, every forum is a little bit different. Kentucky is a very regional state, and as a former legislator, I realized that very quickly, that what might work in Louisville may not work in Eastern Kentucky. And so we're deliberately having these land conferences at a regional level, because here in South Central Kentucky, in the Bowling Green area, you have many different manufacturers that I may not even be aware of because your economy has grown so quickly. And so we want to make sure that we literally link our farmers from that area with the manufacturers in that area as well.
For more information, you can go online, just search land, or you can type it all out, linking agriculture for development and networking purposes. You can also go online to Kentucky Proud, as well as the Kentucky Association of Manufacturing to find out more information. For WCLU Radio, I'm Aaron Russell reporting. All right, thank you, me. And I had to do that, but anyway, and local 911 activity. Yesterday a call came in at 3:08 yesterday afternoon at 301 Long Hunters Trail. Accident reported with injury. Glasgow Police Department, as well as Barron and Metcalf EMS services. There we go, and the Glasgow Fire Department as well from Glasgow Substation, all reported to that accident. For live and local news here on WCLU, I'm Aaron Russell reporting. We are at 7:18. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, it will be the Kentucky News Network.
Bailey Gibson, them a deal-making, hand-shaking, wheel-turning, hard-working dealer.
In life, mistakes happen. Dad dropped his flip phone in the lake. We all had to laugh, but guess what? He bought another flip phone. Got just what he wanted. You should too. Don't make a mistake by going to a dealer who doesn't put you and your needs first. Don't let your needs and dreams sink to the bottom. Snag a great deal at Bailey Gibson.
Come on, call my Dandy's new flip phone.
Everybody wants to feel good about their pharmacy, but in the quest for good health, price does become a factor. In Glasgow, we have a pharmacy that has been able to combine customer service with the lowest possible price day in and day out. That pharmacy is Park Avenue Pharmacy. Ask your friends. They'll tell you that when comparing the price of prescription drugs time and time again, Park Avenue Pharmacy is the lowest price. And with full-time pharmacists and friendly faces you know, you should request the prescriptions be filled at Park Avenue Pharmacy. Park Avenue Pharmacy is located in the Park Avenue Shopping Center, easy to get to from anywhere. Phone 651-5156. You can get low prices and full service. Simply trust Park Avenue Pharmacy in Glasgow.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. A Fort Campbell soldier has died in a training accident. Officials at the Army base along the Tennessee-Kentucky border say the 101st Airborne Division was conducting routine training during Wednesday's incident. The soldier was pronounced dead at a hospital on the base. The soldier has not been identified. No one else was injured in the accident, which remains under investigation. Attorneys for the man accused of murdering two Fort Campbell soldiers want the death penalty taken off the table. Jeremy DeMar is accused of killing his estranged wife, Priscilla East, and Christopher Hotch last year. His attorney, Audrey Woosnam, wants to remove the death penalty from his case.
There's two motions to exclude the death penalty. One motion to declare that the death penalty is unconstitutional, and then there is a motion to suppress.
DeMar is facing two murder, attempted murder, assault, and burglary charges. The deadline has been extended for JCPS to decide whether to take a settlement that would avoid a state takeover.
The Kentucky Department of Education offered JCPS a settlement that would increase the state's oversight, but would retain local school leaders. Interim Education Commissioner Dr. Wayne Lewis.
It's something that has not been done before, to my knowledge, in Kentucky. But I believe these times call for this kind of out-of-the-box thinking.
The district was expected to make a decision on the deal by Wednesday, but the deadline was extended through next week. I'm Haley Hansen.
And Kentucky is one of the states covered by the latest recall over possibly tainted greens. The USDA on Monday issued a new recall for lettuce and salad wrap ingredients packaged by Indianapolis-based Cato Foods. The USDA says there are no reports of any illnesses yet, but a similar cyclospora outbreak in May sickened dozens of people. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Did you know that last year in Kentucky there were over 9,000 crashes involving semi-trucks, resulting in 93 deaths? It's time we all take responsibility on the highways and share the roads safely with each other. Kentucky State Police will be looking for aggressive cars and trucks on the highways. If you are tailgating a big truck or cut a truck off, you may receive a ticket. Please, drive like your life depends on it. Because it does.
It's the summer travel season. To raise awareness of traffic laws and to encourage safe driving habits, state and local law enforcement are out in force during the Blue Lights Across the Bluegrass campaign. The goal is not to write tickets, but to save lives. Don't speed, don't drive impaired or distracted, and always wear your seatbelt. Obey the laws, or you will be cited. No exceptions, no excuses. Paid with federal funds through the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
All right, we are at 7:23 now here on WCLU. 68 degrees still. Thank you for tuning in to Good Morning Live. We are online on the air and on the EPB Channel 6. On the air, Light 102.3, 1490 AM. If you're watching online or on EPB 6 and need to head out the door, go ahead and turn us on in the car. Once you get to work, go ahead and watch us online. If you don't have a TV nearby, WCLU's Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. And we also have it all embedded on our website, WCLUradio.com. Just go on there, and you can take WCLU Good Morning Live anywhere. But either way, we'll check up on the weather right now here on WCLU.
So we'll move through the morning hours with clouds mixing in with some sunshine. And as we get in through this afternoon, we'll see the numbers come up a little bit. Probably going to make it into the middle 80s, about 84 degrees. Just some isolated showers, thunderstorms, so rain certainly not widespread. Some clouds tonight, a comfortable 63. Tomorrow, clouds and sunshine. Once again, a stray shower, thunderstorm, and a tad warmer, 88. Come the 90s for Saturday. Some scattered storms are possible on Sunday, upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
All right, thank you there, Ray. Checking up. My radar screen is being stubborn, so we'll check up on the current conditions while I wait. Humidity is at 94%. Winds are calm throughout the area. We have a barometer's at 30.06 this morning, and precip past 24 hours we were at 0.28 hundredths of an inch of rain. So not much going on, just over a quarter of an inch of rain over the past 24 hours, and it looks like that rain's going to be heading out of town for a while, because if we look at the radar screen, not much going on in the state of Kentucky. It's pretty barren. That line of green that was going right across the eastern border of Kentucky has now moved on into the Virginias, and so we have a clear state right now. I don't see a drop of anything on the radar in the state of Kentucky. And so Tennessee's getting hit over on the eastern side, but all the way up and down I-65 looks clear as it can be. You can make it to Louisville and Nashville and not see a drop of rain, it looks like. So, seems like you're pretty secure on your weather, and it seems like over with our forecast, if you check it out, that today you got a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, but that's mainly tonight. We should see that roll through. But mainly at this afternoon. Then tonight we shouldn't see much at all. And then, of course, on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, there's a 30% chance. But Friday and Saturday, you've got clear days, clear skies ahead. So I'd be excited. I sure am for the weather going on in the area here for WCLU. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong buttons. All right, there we go. We are at 7:25. And we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll check up on the birthday list here on WCLU. And then, of course, we'll finish out with some tidbit news, and we'll have a special guest live from somewhere else for tidbit news. Stay tuned right here on WCLU.
Here at Parish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50+ years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us, the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirit?
Caregiver referral services. When roles reverse in your later years, when child becomes caretaker and the needs of the parent become most important, it's comforting to know that there's help along the way. Peggy Tuck Edwards would like for you to be informed about private caregiver and referral services, because sometimes our elders just need a little company and companionship. It's our duty to see that those needs are met, whether in the home or in an assisted living or nursing home facility. Peggy and her network of compassionate caregivers are ready to meet you and your loved one's needs. Call 270-670-7062.
Frontal boundary stationary to our west, but a front further west than that's going to finally try to kick the rain chances out of here. We certainly haven't been seeing the heaviest of the rainfall. That's all been well south and east of us. However, rain chances still with us today. The flash flood watches, not even in eastern parts of the state. You got to get into the Carolinas, Virginia, and West Virginia to actually catch any of that. So really not running a high rain risk. It's certainly not zero, though, as the front stationary and it's hanging around. But the best chance will be as you go east and south. So we'll move through the morning hours with clouds mixing in with some sunshine. And as we get in through this afternoon, you're going to see the numbers come up a little bit. Probably going to make it into the middle 80s, about 84 degrees. Just some isolated showers, thunderstorms, so rain certainly not widespread. Some clouds tonight, a comfortable 63. Tomorrow, clouds and sunshine. Once again, a stray shower, thunderstorm, and a tad warmer, 88. Come the 90s for Saturday, low 90s with a mix of clouds and sunshine. Some scattered storms are possible on Sunday, upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you there for that full version there, Ray. Current conditions, once again, 94% humidity, calm winds, barometers at 30.06, and just over a quarter of an inch of rain over the past 24 hours, 0.28 is in the rain bucket. So we will be right back here on WCLU. After this word, we'll have Danny Wyatt, a couple of our sponsors, and then hear from Ralphie's Fun Center with the birthday list right here on WCLU.
Good morning, friends. What is your personal goal for your life here on Earth?
Is it money, or fame, or power, or position, or education? Which of those will prepare you for eternal life? In the final analysis, we must understand that all people will one day stand before God in judgment and answer for how they have lived life while on earth. The only vitally important focus of all lives is Jehovah God as represented through His Son Jesus. Our task and purpose for existence is to seek God, love God, worship God, and do the will of God as long as we dwell on earth. If we hurry through life without giving God His due time and focus, then the world is like a hospital, a place where we get sick and die. If, however, we go through life with God, then this world will be like an inn, a place to go while we are passing through. Placing our ultimate trust in anything other than Jesus is equal only to idolatry and will fail us in the end of all things. Our value to God as well as to society is not measured by what we have achieved, by our effort in the affairs of society, but by how we allow God to conform us to the image of Christ. We must be aware of the ever-present enemy of human philosophy disguised as self-important pride. This is Danny White for the Refuge Church of Christ.
Why do you choose the pharmacy you use? Is it because of someone you know, or is it short wait times? Highland Pharmacy has considered all of these things that make your experience at the pharmacy pleasant. With a top-notch staff of pharmacists and techs you know and trust, 2 drive-through windows, and a commitment to not making you sit and wait any longer than necessary, you can see why so many choose Highland Pharmacy, and we invite you to come see us for your next prescription. Highland Pharmacy, just over from the TJ Health Pavilion, 301 Rogers Road. Call 270-629-4300. Are you looking for a new career or maybe just part-time work? Ahead Staffing in Glasgow and Bowling Green can help make that happen. They're now taking applications for immediate job openings in the manufacturing and food production industry with competitive pay and benefits. The job market is in high demand for new employees. So whether you're looking for a full-time or part-time job, go see Ahead Staffing in Glasgow or Bowling Green and get started on a path to your own fulfilling career. You must be able to pass a drug test and you will be subject to a background check. Call 270-904-3777 in Bowling Green, or in Glasgow, call 270-361-5119 to learn more. Or you can always go to aheadstaffingbg.com. With so many opportunities available, see why Ahead Staffing is the place so many in Southern Kentucky have chosen to help find the right job for them. And don't forget to visit aheadstaffingbg.com.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
All right there, and laughing because I'm getting ready for Tidbit News and I'm reviewing some of the stories. And man, is it funny. But either way, so Thursday, August the 2nd, who's celebrating birthdays? Birthday list coming at you. Sharon McClellan turning 51 today. Joe Turner is celebrating. Kim Boer as well having a birthday today here on this Thursday. And there we go. Derek Williams celebrating. Set of twins on the birthday list. Avon and Austin Smith turning 8 today. Freddie Kirkpatrick is 79. Tanya Ballard McClellan is 34 today. Ricky Wooten is up on the birthday list. Over on the anniversaries, we have Mike and Glenda Cox celebrating an anniversary. Congratulations. Best wishes to all those on the birthday and anniversary list. Let me also tell you about our person of the day today. Our Good as Gold honoree for this Thursday, August the 2nd, is Gary Wilson. Here's his reason for his nomination. Gary will be celebrating a milestone birthday on August the 5th. He has enjoyed several hobbies throughout the years, but his favorite one is being Pa to his very special little grands, Aubrey and Riker. He who wants to both wish him a very happy birthday and thinks he is as good as gold every day. And I'm sure he is, but he's as good as gold today here on the radio. It's his day on the radio. Let me get that graphic up. If I can find my mouse. Either way. He is as good as gold today. It's his day on the radio. So if you see Gary around, pat him on the back. Tell him so that he is as good as gold from his friends here at WCLU, as well as a little taste of Texas. He is our 4th out of 5 names going into the lucky name hat. Not the lucky name, but the good as gold hat. And somebody's winning Little Taste. Tomorrow, we'll draw that name out. So, should be exciting to say the least. So, congratulations to Gary. He's our person of the day today. We'll take a break, and when we come back, here in about 3 minutes, it'll be time for Tidbit News.
Extreme. Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man, but there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good, he'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet.
The Wes Royce here for Tidbit News today. Good morning, Wes.
Good morning, Aaron. How's it going?
Pretty good, man. Here, let's play some music real quick. Make our tidbits official. If I can find the music. Yeah, here we go.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
All right, from around the world, up the street, and everywhere in between, it is Tidbit News, joined remotely with Wes Royce. Wes, tell everybody where you're at. Do it.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Well, yeah, we stopped in Alabama. We're in a hotel right now, and my little boy, my 2-year-old Hank, has got the AC/DC blaring right now. I'm trying to keep it turned down, but he knows how to work the volume now on the iPad. So
that's no fun.
We are rocking and rolling.
Yeah, at least it's good music.
We're heading to the beach today. We just thought we'd do half the trip with a 2-year-old in the car. We thought we'd do half the trip
that's smart
last night, and finish it up this morning.
All right. Well, I thank you for getting up early after having to drive all those hours and joining me for Tidbit News this morning.
Oh, trust me, we were up already with the AC/DC going.
All right, so our first Tidbit News story today, here's the headline. All of these came from UPI this morning. Mm-hmm. So, First story, thieves carry 50-inch TV on motorcycle in Texas. And I don't have the video here. I'll share it on WCLU's Facebook, but I'll read it. Authorities in Texas said two men who stole a 50-inch TV from a home fled with the stolen device on a motorcycle. The Brazoria County Sheriff's Office said that the security camera footage shows the two men arrive at a Manville home on a motorcycle and take a TV that had been screwed into a cabinet on the back patio. The men then fled on motorcycle with the television sandwiched between them, with the back one holding on for dear life.
You're going to have to send me that picture. That's hilarious.
Multiple witnesses snapped photos of the unusual sight, and police said that deputies followed the motorcycle for a time, but then lost track of the suspect. So it sounds like they got away.
I'd say so.
Yeah,
I mean, as far as fitting the description, there couldn't be but one on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's two men riding a motorcycle. One of them's carrying a 50-inch TV. That should be a pretty much dead giveaway.
Most people should be able to spot that.
That reminds me of one of the very few viral videos to ever come out of Barron County, which is when those guys on the four-wheelers robbed the ATM machine.
Yeah.
At the Haywood Country Store. You remember that? If you watch the footage of that, it's hilarious. I mean, crime is not funny, but I mean, they did not give up. And they were actually in pursuit of another suspect, the police were, and so they scattered real quick, and they're like, oh, they're not after us, so they come back in. And they keep ramming that four-wheeler into the door, and they finally get it. I don't know if they ever got any money out of the ATM or not. Those things have to be pretty hard to crack.
Yeah.
But they took the whole machine. It wasn't like they just figured out a way to get the money out of there. They took the whole machine and said, we'll figure this out at home.
Yeah. That's a smart move.
Again, another dead giveaway when the police come to your house.
You got an ATM sitting on the front porch.
So you guys, what are you guys doing with an ATM in your house?
The bank told us they want to put one out here, so.
It's a prime location.
A lot of high traffic area.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Next
a good
story.
one right there.
Our next story: killer whale drags a sailboat by its anchor line, and then the sad part is
Wait, hold on. Say that again. You're going to have to slow it down.
Oh, okay.
Say that again.
A killer whale drags a sailboat, and the sad part is it crashes it into another vessel. But this killer whale is swimming in a Vancouver Island marina, and it was recorded dragging a sailboat by its anchor line and then crashing it into another vessel. What's funny is that there's about 45 seconds of it just dragging this boat around this lake area, this marina, just like it's the motor or something, and then eventually.
So you're saying we're not the dominant species on the planet, at least not in water.
Yeah, no, not at all. R.S. Stevenson captured video Sunday at Comcox Marina showing the sailboat, which was unoccupied, being pulled through the water by a 27-year-old male orca that had been observed in the area for several days. The video shows the killer whale dragging the boat around and then crashing the sailboat into another vessel. The owner of the sailboat, named R Therapy, Dan Campbell is the owner of it, said that there was minor damage to both boats from the crash, but a lot of laughs. And even though
are you insured for things like that?
I don't know. Like that's got to be a great insurance.
It sounds like the taping of Free Willy 4. I mean, that's if I was on the boat, which I'm glad nobody was on the boat. I'm done with boats after that. I'm done.
Yeah.
Or at least I'm not getting on a boat until I know.
Yeah.
Okay, can this thing be drugged by a whale? Because if it can, I need a bigger boat, as they say in Jaws.
Yeah.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Just the fact that this orca is riding around, and he sees the anchor line, and he's like, here, I want to play with this. It's what's even great about it. He's just like, I want to pull this around.
We'll give a free plug to Allstate here.
Yeah.
Now that's mayhem right there.
Yeah. What's funny right now is that there is a Progressive ad here on the website right next to where I've got it pulled up. So smart advertising there.
Flo.
Yeah.
Flo can handle that one.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, and our final story here on Tidbit News for this Thursday, August the 2nd, is the most Texas thing you've heard of today. And that is that a cowboy rides his horse into West Texas bar.
Sounds like the beginning of a joke.
Yeah, yeah, I know, right?
So a cowboy walks into a bar.
On his horse.
On a horse. It can only go uphill from there.
Yeah. A surprise customer at a Texas bar captured a video of a fellow patron riding his horse through the front doors into the facility. Daisy Glaspie tweeted a video showing the man, clad in a cowboy hat and bolo tie, riding his horse into a bar in Lubbock's Depot District. There was a huge group of people there outside, and they said, someone's about to bring a horse into the bar. Glaspie told everythinglubbock.com. I asked, is that even allowed?
I want to imagine that it was Willie Nelson and Toby Keith, and Toby says, whiskey for me and Willie, and beer for my horse.
That's good. That's a good song. I know what I'm finishing out the show with today.
There you go.
We stayed there for 5 minutes at, what was his name? Glaspie. We were waiting for this police officer to leave, and I was like, I thought this was legal.
Exactly.
The police said it is up to the business owners to determine whether or not to allow horses inside their facilities, but the rider and the business owners could be liable for any resulting damage or injuries.
Maybe the horse had been fixed, you know.
Yeah.
And was trying to check out their policy on gender-neutral bathrooms.
That's funny.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? That's some good stuff right there, Aaron.
That's a great story. That'll finish up Tidbit News for today.
All right, Aaron.
All right.
Enjoyed it, man.
Thank you, man. Thanks for joining me. You have a great vacation.
All right.
All right. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Wes Royce joining me all the way from somewhere in Alabama on his way to Florida to enjoy his vacation on this final week this first week of August, rather. And so, congratulations to him for being able to go on vacation. And I'm here reading about cowboys riding horses into bars. So, who wins? Who knows, really? We got some good stories here on Tidbit News today. We'll be right back here on WCLU, 48 minutes into 7 o'clock. When we come back from this break, we'll be taking requests to finish out the rest of the 7 o'clock. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry. We'll be right back.
Saving money on feeding your family at McDonald's has never been so easy. Getting everything in 30 seconds will be. Here's what we have. For $1, you can get a sausage burrito, McChicken sandwich, cheeseburger, or any size soft drink. For $2, you can get a sausage McGriddle, 2-piece buttermilk crispy tenders, bacon McDouble, or a small McCafe. And for $3, a sausage egg McMuffin, classic chicken sandwich, triple cheeseburger, and a Happy Meal. Just $3 at McDonald's. Prices and participation may vary. Excludes hot and iced coffee. So many great options, so little money. That's the $1, $2, and $3 menu at McDonald's.
All right, joined on the phone with me before we finish up here in the 7 o'clock hour is Lucas Hurt with Hurt Auto Sales. Good morning, Lucas. Can you hear me, man? Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
There we go, Lucas. I can hear you now.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Oh, doing well this morning.
All right, so you're over on West Main, right up the road from us here at Hurt Auto Sales, running the show, aren't you?
Yes, sir. 621 West Main Street.
All right, man. And so tell me about some of the great deals you got going on out at Hurt Auto Sales.
Just in, we got a 2007 GMC pickup truck. It's white in color, extended cab.
Yeah.
It is a sharp-looking truck, and we've got it priced for $9,900.
Wow, that's a good deal right there. And
Yes,
GMCs
sir.
are always a great brand of truck right there. Everybody likes GMC now.
It is a nice truck. We've also got 2008 Mercedes ML350, little SUV.
Yeah.
It's also white in color.
Okay.
And we've got it priced today for $10,900.
Wow, that's a good deal. And, Mercedes, very, very nice vehicle. Everybody likes to see themselves in Mercedes at some point or another.
It's a sharp-looking ride, and it
I'm
runs
sure.
just smooth as a ribbon.
I'm sure it is. Mercedes is a great, very trusty brand.
Right. We've also got 2012 Nissan Quest van. Good, clean van, silver in color. Be a perfect family vehicle.
Nothing positive reviews I've heard on the Quest there from Nissan. So it's sounds like a great vehicle, great pickup you got there.
They are. They are very nice. We've got it priced for $11,900.
All right, great deal. Great deal on a great vehicle.
And last but not least, we've also got another 2012. It's a Chevy Impala.
Okay.
It's white in color.
Yeah.
Good running vehicle.
Oh yeah.
We've got it priced for just $7,900.
The Impala is a great vehicle too. You got great mileage there, great durability, dependability, all kinds of things there from Chevy.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, and what's that price again?
On Impala, $7,900.
Yeah, $7,900. That's a great deal on a very trusty vehicle. You're going to get a lot of life out of that. So, a bunch of great deals there from Hurt Auto Sales. So, thank you for calling me, Lucas, and telling all of us about those. And if you're looking for something new, looking for something to ride home in to make it a little bit better on you, you need to stop in out at Hurt Auto Sales. And just right up the street here from us here on West Main. What's that number again? 621? Is that what you said?
621 West Main Street.
There we go, 621 West Main. Check out Lucas and all of the Hurt Auto crew and see about all of those great deals going on. Have quite a few of them. And there's always a motto here with Hurt Auto Sales, isn't there, Lucas?
No pain when you trade with Hurt.
No pain whatsoever. Have a great rest of your Thursday there, Lucas. You have a good one, man.
All right, you too, Aaron. Thanks a lot.
See ya. That was Lucas Hurt with Hurt Auto Sales, talking about some great deals, some great vehicles going on. We are 52 minutes into 7 o'clock. We have just enough time to play a song or two to finish out the hour. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have some music right here on WCLU.
Hello, I'm Anthony Myatt. Thanks for calling. How can I help you?
I need life insurance, but it's so complicated.
It can be. As a Modern Woodman agent, I'm trained to design the best plan for you.
Great. Thanks a lot. I'm so glad I called you.
Call me anytime at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
What time is it? It's burger o'clock. Head to Colton's Steakhouse and Grill for lunch. Get a hamburger, cheeseburger, or Montana burger and fries for only $6.99. These fresh ground half-pound burgers are handcrafted, grilled over open flames, and made to order. All meals include peanuts and hot, delicious rolls and honey. Colton's Steakhouse and Grill in Glasgow, Bardstown, Campbellsville, and Radcliffe. We know what's at stake, and burgers too.
Do you suffer from high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, or any other ailment that requires you to take multiple medications multiple times a day? If so, you should be getting your prescriptions filled at Glasgow Prescription Center, because Glasgow Prescription Center can package your medicine in a small 2-inch plastic bag based on what time of day you should take each of your medications. 1 package for mornings, 1 package for evenings, and any other time of day and dosage you're prescribed. Glasgow Prescription Center is leading the way with this new service, and it doesn't cost any extra to have your medicine packaged in a way that helps keep you on schedule, and it makes it easy to take your medicine when you travel. It's just another reason why there's only one Glasgow Prescription Center. Southgate Plaza in Glasgow, 270-651-8889.
7:54 right here on WCLU. We're up to 70 degrees this morning. Thank you for tuning in and bearing with me as we made it through the morning show here on WCLU. Good morning live. This is Aaron here. I've had a great morning. I hope you have too. We've had our struggles, but we've made it through. Had a great time on Tidbit News, having some great stories. I'll make sure to share those with WCLU's Facebook page so you can check out all of these funny stories here on Tidbit News, including our the most Texas thing you've ever seen, as well as our as well as our thieves stealing some TVs on motorcycles. But either way, we're going to fill it out and finish up the morning with some wings right here on WCLU. Not chicken wings, Paul McCartney's wings.